This is Twit.
Build Developers Conference kicked off this morning. Windows 8.1 preview went live for you to download. You'll need to install an update from the Microsoft website to Windows 8. Then you can find the 8.1 preview in the Microsoft Store after a reboot. You can then install the preview, which is a 2 GB download, and it requires a couple of reboots to install itself. Now, remember, this is a beta version. Be prepared to have to blow out your install if you want to upgrade this to a final build later. So you might not want to put it on every machine you own. Steve Ballmer emphasized that this is the beginning of a rapid release cycle for Windows.
Spanish mobile provider Telefonica says it's sick of iOS and Android having a duopoly in smartphones, so it's backing Windows Phone. Microsoft and Telefonica have signed a one-year enhanced marketing agreement. So if you're in Brazil, Chile, the UK, Spain, Germany, or Mexico, be prepared to have tiles shoved in your face.
Ow! That sounds like it hurts. Sprint announced today that it will offer the HTC 8XT and the Samsung Ativ S Neo later this summer. The phones will be the first Windows Phone 8 devices to work on Sprint's unlimited 4G LTE network. The 8XT is $100 on a 2-year contract after a rebate, and the Ativ S Neo is $149 on a 2-year contract, also after a rebate.
Apple has opened up its first online store in Russia. Customers in Moscow and St. Petersburg can order iPhones, iPads, and Macs on Apple's website for the first time. Products were previously only available via third-party resellers. Apple registered Apple.Rus in August 2012 in prep for the online launch.
It's Apple Rus.
Oh, Apple Rus.
Not .Rus. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission wrote to 23 search engines in the U.S., warning them to, quote, clearly and prominently distinguish advertising from natural search results. The letter does not identify any breaches, but states consumers ordinarily expect that natural search results are included and ranked based on relevance to a search query, not based on payment from a third party.
Google issued a new transparency report that said compromised sites distribute more malware than sites designed to be dangerous. Google says there are more than 3,800 dedicated attack sites as of June 9th. However, the number of compromised sites is around 39,000. 60% of those hosted malware, while 40% of those are used for phishing attacks.
Yeah. According to a new report by Strategy Analytics, India has passed Japan to become the third largest smartphone market in the world. China is still number 1, followed by the United States. India grew 163% year over year compared to worldwide smartphone growth of 39%. Samsung and Apple lead growth in India, but Micromax, Carbon, and Spice showed 200 to 500% growth, so they're on their tail. IDC put out numbers yesterday showing that the smartphone market in Europe shrunk by shipments 4.2% year over year.
It's turning into a tiny market. The European data protection activists behind Europe versus Facebook campaign group have filed new complaints under regional data protection laws targeting Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Skype, and Yahoo for their alleged collaboration with the NSA's PRISM data collection program. The group argues the companies fall fully under European privacy laws despite being U.S. headquartered companies.
Samsung announced one more version of the Samsung Galaxy S4 because why not? This one can connect with the LTE advanced networks, the real 4G, which can double the speed of current LTE. Almost no country has an LTE advanced network yet. Actually, Russian network Yoda is one of the few, YOTA, not YODA. But many carriers have released plans to roll out LTE advanced within the next couple of years. The phone will come to Korea this summer in blue, Arctic, or red Aurora.
July 1st keeps coming, which means Google Reader's death is impending. Today, Dig's replacement for Reader is now rolling out to beta testers. If you haven't signed up, you can at dig.com/reader. Dig Reader for iPad and iPhone will hit the App Store tomorrow.